Hello and welcome to Keepsales. Today we will be looking at today's sales in Keepsales and also gain insight into what the various statistics on today's sales are and what they actually represent. Okay, so today's sales is a feature. Okay, it's a record feature that stores sales made on a particular day. Okay, so a customer walks to your shop, makes a transaction. So all the transactions that are recorded for the day, okay, is stored under today's sales. Okay, so we are going to look at that. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, to go to today's sales, okay, there are actually two ways to go about that. Okay, so first you can either click on main menu. We go to transactions and sales. So let's click on transactions and sales, and then we click on today's sales. Okay, so under today's sales, okay, this is actually what happens. Okay, we are going to go into details into what we see over here, the metrics that are displayed here, and then what the table is as well. Okay, so now we've looked at the first way to be able to go to today's sales on Keepsales. The other way to go to today's sales is to go to new transaction. Okay, so let's click on new transaction. Okay, so we just clicked on it in the nav bar. You can also go to new transaction by clicking on it under the quick actions page. Okay, so let's click on that. Okay, so there's a video that takes a look at what new transaction is, and then actually gives like a more detailed illustration and explanation to how to sell to customers on the new transaction page. This is where the selling goes on. Okay, so we are going to record we are going to try to make a couple of sales today, so just add 2 to the existing sales that we have under today's sales. Okay, so let's make a sale. Let's say we want to buy the phone. Okay, so let's say customer is buying a phone, so we click the phone. Okay, customer wants 2 of that. Okay, so all right, okay, so we can sell. Let's just sell with no receipt. Okay, so our payment method, okay, let's just say the customer is paying via mobile money. Okay, so let's click on sell with no receipt. Okay, so our sale has been successful. All right, so when we are done, like I said, we looked at the 2 ways to go to today's sales. Under the new transaction page, if you want to visit today's sales, it is right on top, okay, of the processing section. Okay, so let's click on that. Okay, so this is today's sales. Okay, so now let's go over what we see here. Okay, so under today's sales, these are the things that you see. So you are given the total sales for today. That's the total sales that you have made for the day, and it is quoted over there. The quantity of products that have been sold today. Okay, you also get to see the cancelled sales today. Now we are going to look at how to cancel a sale, and then what actually happens when you cancel a sale. Does it disappear, or is there a way we are able to know that a particular transaction has been cancelled? Okay, so we will look at that as well. And then over here we have the discounts that we have given today. Okay, so that also stated here. Now when you come over, okay, to the right, now we see all the different payment methods that we have deployed to accept money from our clients. So first we have the total the total cash payments stated here. Okay, now this is the total cash payment that have been received. Okay, so when you go to do your audit, this is what you should be able to expect. Now this is the total Momo payments. Momo is simply mobile money. Okay, so we are able to know the total amount of mobile money we are supposed to have in our Momo account. And then we have with Momo and cash. Okay, so with Momo and cash means this is the amount of money, okay, that we have taken, okay, with Momo and with cash. Okay, so we'll look at that as well. And then we have the total card payments. Okay, so this is the amount of money that we have okay received as card payments. Okay, so that is that. All these have been explained. Now let's come to the table. Okay, so briefly, I mentioned what with Momo and Cash. Okay, with Momo and Cash means there will be instances where a client comes to your shop and might want to pay for partly cash, okay, and partly mobile money. Okay, so that means they'll give you part of the total sum as mobile money and part of the total sum as cash. Okay, so then the sum total of the Momo payment and the cash payment is what gives us the Momo and cash. Now this is, let's take note, is different from the cash payment as a separate thing, and then the Momo payment as separate. Okay, let's not mix the two. Okay, so now let's come to the table. Now this table is in a compact mode. Okay, we have a video, another video that talks about what a compact mode actually is. So briefly, I'm going to talk about what a compact mode is. So under the compact mode, so in the settings, you are able to toggle whether you want to view your records under compact mode or not. So you get to select whether you want a compact mode or not. Okay, so that is just by the way. You can check out that video. Okay, so now for this particular transaction, okay, so compact mode compresses all purchases done under transactions. Okay, so if a customer bought, let's say, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 products, okay, it is all displayed as one transaction. Okay, then when you want to see the exact products that the customer bought, we'll look at that as well. Okay, so under this we see the transaction ID. It tells us that for this particular transaction, payment was made via mobile money. Okay, so we see the mobile money displayed, and then processed by, we also get to see the person that supervised or sold the item to the customer. Okay, simply that, yeah, the person that sold the item to the customer using Keepsales. Okay, so then a customer, okay, we didn't add a customer to the sale, but you realize that for some of the transactions, there are certain transactions where you decided to add a customer to the sale. So if you did, you see the name of the customer and the number of the customer displayed as well. Okay, so we have that, and then the total quantity of items that the transaction has. Okay, and then a total amount involved, and then we realize that discount given for this particular product is 0. It means all the items that were sold, okay, no discount was given. You realize that the second transaction, which is here, the payment method was cash. Okay, and then the quantity was 1, and then for this particular product, discount was given. So you see the discount quantity quoted below. Okay, so now that is that for the items that are displayed under today's sales. Now when you want to look for the products, okay, that were transacted for a particular customer, okay, you click on view items, okay, which is the I button over there to your extreme right under the actions column. So yeah, let's click on that. Okay, so we are taken to a new window where the items are displayed for us. Okay, so great. So over here it says that the customer bought this product, which is the NASCO smartphone. We get more details, and then the quantity, the customer bought 2 of this phone, and then the price, the cost price is stated, the amount was sold at, okay, a margin. Okay, so we have a whole video on accounts, and then all products, and then that actually gives more detail into what these accounts are, and then the margins and all that. Okay, so you can check out all those other videos later. Okay, so we see the total amount. Now there are no notes for this particular transaction. So okay, so that is that for this particular transaction. Okay, so this is all for today's sales. Now one last thing, okay, we talked about cancelled sales that happens. So for whatever reasons, let's say the a particular product or products that a customer bought, okay, got cancelled. Okay, so let's say let's go through our sales made today. Okay, so let's say there's this particular transaction which was done by Papa Joe. Okay, so let's look at the items that Papa Joe bought. Okay, so we've clicked on the view item, it's taking us to Papa Joe's account. Okay, so over here we are given insight into the products that Papa J bought. But let's say Papa J wants the Gucci belt cancelled. Papa J is not interested in this anymore. Okay, so now when you come to the extreme right, you see the cancel button over there, which is by the print icon. Okay, so let's click on cancel and let's see what happens. Okay, so we get a pop-up message and then it says that this action will re-add purchase quantity back to the available stock. So are we sure we want to cancel? Okay, so we can click on OK. So what happens is when you click on OK, okay, it goes to re-add the item back to the stock. Great. So cancellation has been successful. Now let's see what happens. Okay, so under the transaction ID, you realize that the cancelled inscription appears below. Now this is important to note. Okay, on Keepsales, anytime you cancel a transaction does not disappear, okay, from your records, but instead it is indicated as cancelled. Now this is very necessary, so just in case for instances where you accidentally cancel a product, or for record's sake where we want to know which items were actually cancelled, or I mean for any funny reason, as a customer or let's say a salesperson intentionally decides to cancel a product, okay, you are able to be notified that yeah, this product was actually cancelled, and it really helps with audit purposes, so that nobody is able to hide under cancellation to steal from you. Okay, so now this is it. Okay, so let's cancel that. Now we've cancelled a number of products, so when we refresh this particular page, it would reflect in the cancelled sales that were made today, and then the value of the cancelled sales are also quoted as well. Okay, so that has been refreshed. Okay, so now over here we see that our cancelled sales for today, okay, is 32.80. okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. There are more of these videos that are available for you, so you can check them all out. Do have a wonderful time, and bye bye.